Since the end of high school is ahead of me in the coming weeks, I've realized that the older I get, the more I want to travel. San Jose will always hold a special place in my heart, and I'm grateful for that, for my friends, family, and experiences. But I've always wanted to be able to get away and go somewhere I've always dreamed of visiting. A promise I made with my friends is that once we all graduated from high school, we would plan out a big group trip somewhere. A spot we all agreed on going to was Yosemite during the winter, Japan in the spring, or Europe in the summer. It didn't matter how, as long as we were all able to make it. I think what drove me to explore more was seeing how being confined to one place changed people, including my parents and sister. My parents, for example, came here at a young age and left their homes with nothing to remember them by. And at some point, they began to miss home and want to visit. And they were just never able to together, as my mom was never able to, but my dad was. So to make up for not being able to travel out of the country, to keep my mom's mind off of her homeland, my dad took us to places around California, from the river in Los Baños, the beaches of Capitola, or the long entry lines of Disneyland. It didn't matter where we went as long as we went as a family. My sister, on the other hand, had been confined here in San Jose just like me since birth. As her high school years came to an end, I realized that her last 2 years of high school had taken a toll on her. The broken friendships began to take a toll on her, and they began to strip my sister of the spark that once lit light behind her eyes. And it hurt me to see my sister, always seen as a second mom, hurting. But once my sister managed to open a new chapter in her life by moving far away for college, I watched her become a better version of herself, and I was grateful for that. Because I had noticed her change, but I couldn't find any way to help her. But moving away helped her more than I ever could have. Because like I heard someone say, your family can mean the world to you, but sometimes it may feel easier to breathe when you're far away from them. I believe this was able to apply to her because she was able to finally find people who were truly there for her and her best interests. In a similar way, I love my parents, but I want to be able to get away from them once in a while and live life to the fullest. Because the only thing I would ever hate my parents for is for not letting me live through the experiences I so badly wanted to experience, but at the same time it could be justified. Because my parents cared for me so much that they couldn't possibly imagine me being hurt in some way, and they wouldn't be able to forgive themselves because of the guilty conscience they carry. Traveling has always been important to me because of the amazing experiences I've had while doing so. They always hold a special place in my heart, but what really broke through to me was the first trip I took to Southern California with some friends during my junior year of high school. Some friends and I were a part of a college pathway group called Breakthrough Silicon Valley. They took us on a trip to tour colleges in Southern California without any parents accompanying us. So for most of us up until then, that was the first trip we had ever taken away from family, and those 3 days of being able to walk around colleges, I didn't ever think of having the possibility of touching at some point, felt amazing. And it was something I carry in my heart, because I was able to do it with some of my closest friends. And yes, as much as I want to get away from San Jose, I will always find my way back here, no matter what. Because home isn't just a home. It's somewhere you decided you will always find a reason or way to come back to, because San Jose wasn't just my birthplace. It was where I lived 18 years of my life with my siblings and parents. Most people live their lives confined to one place, unable to experience the beauty of places they have never been to, from beaches and forests to theme parks. I believe that everyone in their own right should be able to experience the happiness you feel when exploring somewhere you've always wanted to go to, and that's my reason why traveling holds a special place in my heart.